Old Doc Hatfield here, Preacherman Piper. I wanted to just come back and tell you about that Gold of Denmark blend that I got from Smoky Mo. It seems to me to have, I know it's got some Cavendish in it, and I know it's got some Virginia in it. Might have some barley, I'm not sure, but if it does, it's all blended well together. I've never been one to critique a tobacco too much because of my difficulty of smelling, but I do get a nice honey taste out of this. And that's unusual for me because I normally can't tell that, but for this I could tell. It's got a nice honey taste. I did go find out that it's no longer in production, so I'm going to have to stretch this out a long way. It's a 3.5 ounce tin, so it'll take a while to smoke it, but I'm going to have to stretch it out a long way to be able to enjoy it for a while because it's not going to be no more. Because of all this government regulation and stuff, they're just really messing up our tobacco. And I don't like that at all. I hear that the purpose is to eventually, one day, stop tobacco altogether. I hope they don't because I have to have it. And you've seen the videos, me explaining that, of why I have to have it. And this this could have been one that I could have got into. I'm not strong on aromatics. I like some aromatics, but I'm not strong on aromatics. I like English blends better. But now that's just me. I was back up in the hills here in Tennessee some years ago. And I stopped on this little old country road, this little old house back up in the woods. Because I was trying to find a place and I couldn't find it, and I wanted to ask them if they knew where it was. And two women were sitting out on the porch, pretty much up in age, and they were smoking corncob pipes, and two or three men were sitting out on the porch smoking pipes, and I said, well, fiddle, might as well get my pipe out. So I did. And after talking to them for a little bit, One of them said, sir, do you imbibe? I said, well, a little bit. Could we get your opinion on something? I said, sure. He brings out this mason jar. Looked like it had water in it. He handed it to me and he said, could you take a sip of this and tell us what you think of it? Well, I took a sip of that stuff and thought I was going to gag to death. I started coughing and sputtering, and they just started laughing. When I got done, I said, that's pretty good stuff. What in the world is that? He said, that's our moonshine. I said, oh my goodness. I said, well, it takes some getting used to, but I can get used to that. Well, I'll just give you a jar. So he gave me a jar of that. Well, that's the way it is with tobacco. There's some tobaccos that are just don't have any strength to them at all. They're just a tobacco. And then there's some tobaccos that are pretty strong. And me smoking pipe nearly 60 years, I go for the stronger stuff. So I like the English tobaccos a lot. But this is nice. And of course, Jimmy would have to give me one that I can't get again, little scoundrel. But I'm going to enjoy it while I got it. I certainly am. Well, that's really about all I got to say about this tobacco. So I guess I'll see you folks later. Sweet smokes. Bye-bye.